Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 108 of the First Star Challenge with Everton, and today we finish up the 2024-25 season with a game at home to Manchester City. There's nothing in this for us. We've already won the league. We saw that last time out, last episode. Liverpool's already secured second, and it's just, City has something to play for here because it's between Arsenal themselves, Chelsea, and Man United for that. Two of those four will get into the Champions League themselves. So it'll be a really, really exciting final day for fourth, third and fourth if it was in real life. In terms of relegation, you can see Brighton and West Brom have already gone down. It's between Leicester, Palace and Middlesbrough, basically, to see who the third team there is. Now, a few things to quickly catch you up on here before we get things underway. Let's start with contracts. What do I want to do? Probably want to go to tactics because I know everybody is in tactics. This is the team we're sending out, but we'll get back to that in just a second. Terry Cook has signed a new contract, 77 grand a week for him. Webber's been handing out some money. And the other one here, if we go down, Canente, who's just come back to fitness, but celebrated with a 275 grand a week paycheck for 5 years. So he's here for the foreseeable future, which is good because he is one of our better players. So I don't mind paying him that sort of money, but it is a lot of money. In terms of wage budget, we're actually okay. But you can see we're going to fail because our wages are increasing too quickly, basically. So we're going to fail on that front. Anything else we want to catch you up on? I don't necessarily think that there is. So let's have a look at what we're expecting here from Manchester City. If we go and have a look here, scouting report. Steve Holland is their manager. No, I think he's a caretaker, is he not? Yeah, he's a caretaker. Attacking mentality, passing football. We just treat him like he's Pep Guardiola, basically. That's how they played last time out against Villa. I'm expecting their wingers to be maybe a little bit deeper for this one, more of a standard 4-4-2. We can see their positional heat map there. We can see their passing network and their key passes as well. And you've seen the team we're sending out, but we'll go through it quickly. With nothing to play for, we're going to give out some of the youngsters a run here. So Michael Stevens goes in goal. You can see how he's developing there. He's not necessarily match sharp, which is my bad. I should have been playing in the under-23s, but he gets the game. Our young Verstrate, or however you pronounce that, we're going to give him a game. He hasn't played much this year, but he's a really good player, so I want to give him some game time. Sean Lunt, he's going to go in the centre of defence along with Gary Turpie, and it is going to be Malo at right back for this one. Same old Malo. He's such a good player, though, isn't he? Zamora and Davies, we've seen them before. They go in midfield. It's going to be Lookman. Owen Manning's going to get the start against Manchester City, as he's been training the house down all year. He's coming along nicely. I think game time is only going to help improve him quicker and quicker. Gabe Wilson will go down the left. We saw him last time out. He did quite well. And then Aaron Hampson, we're going to give him another game up top. My plan here is we'll give him a half, and we'll give Terry Cook a half, and just sort of see who comes out on top there. Let's get out there. So they've changed formation completely. Excellent stuff. Now, of course, there is more to this episode than just this game. There will be the end of season awards at the end of this, and also at the end of the episode, our goal for season competition. So lots and lots of stuff to do today. So do make sure you stick around after this game. We'll tell them to go out there and enjoy it. There's not really anything for us to play for, so we might as well have fun. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about here with this team is that we don't get smashed. But, we've got to try and take what we can out of this game, given that there's nothing necessarily on the line for us. And if we can give some youngsters some games or some game time, then I think that's a good day out for us. As I said, hopefully, though, we are competitive. Sessegnon goes on a little bit of a run here. I am wondering, too, if we should have played a DM. I think, did I put Militao or Berg? One of them's on the bench, so if we need to stick a DM in, we can. Nice header there for Turpie, but we didn't get it clear, and that's not the start we wanted. 2 minutes in, and we're 1-0 down. We just fell asleep a little bit there, didn't we? And we left Leon Bailey unmarked. A good cross from Bellerin, a good header out from Turpie. Davies maybe could have done a little bit better there. But yeah, is that Verstrade is just nowhere near him, really, is he? That's disappointing. Youngster caught out, but hopefully that's a lesson learned for future games. Can we nick that? No, we can't. I'm already seeing this, and I'm thinking we need to get stuck in. So let's do that. We don't have anybody on bookings yet, so we don't have to worry about that just quite yet. It's looking as though we really need a DM in, though, doesn't it? We're not really at the races quite yet. The point of, if you saw here, trying to keep the lines together is to try and compensate for that so that the midfield is close to defence, but I'm not convinced that that's actually working for us. Here we go. Zamora over a free kick. Can we pull it back? That goal comes out for Lookman. Lookman goes on a little bit of a run, finds Davies, cross in back post. No one's really there. Zamora, he nicks it though. Good ball in Aaron Hampson. Aaron Hampson levels it up. Excellent stuff. Zamora deserves a lot of credit for that. He's just out-muscled the City player. He just mugged him, didn't he? Absolutely mugged him. We'll demand more of that, but let's have another look at this. He has no right to get that ball. He's just timed his tackle perfectly. Good cross in, and Aaron Hampson out-leaps the City defender as well. That's actually quite a good goal. Just sort of not a flowing move by any means, but good strength from Zamora, a good ball in, and then Aaron Hampson just applying the finish like an expert. So not necessarily a game we deserve to be level in, but we are. Here we go with Manning. What's he going to do here for us? He kind of gets muscled off it a little bit there, but that's okay. Can we try and win this ball back? Keep your shape here, boys. Put the pressure on. Oh, we've done really well there again and again. The ricochet is just not falling for us. Who's on the booking there? Was that Tom Davies I saw on a booking before? It's Aaron Hampson on a booking. I mean, you'd like to think your striker's not going to get sent off for 2 bookings, wouldn't you? Oh, it's a decent effort. Zamora, again, is there. He's everywhere. There's 3 of them on the field. Tom Davies isn't having a good day. We do have Vladic on the bench. We can play him from a deeper position. Milo with a throw. Lookman can't quite get the ball, but it's fallen to one of the many Zamoras on the pitch. Davies for Zamora. Oh, pulls it back nicely. Look at Aaron Hampson. He's done it again. Zamora to Hampson. It is a freeway of assists. What a goal that one was. That was actually a really, really good goal. We'll demand more of that. But stunning, stunning stuff. One of the Zamoras has picked it up there. Just calmed us on the ball. Look at this. He just rolled it back. Waited for the space to open, drew in that defender like a pro, and what a finish from Aaron Hampson. But Zamora deserves 90% of the credit for that. He sucked in the defender who left Hampson, and all Hampson had to do was just, as I said, tuck it away. Slightly concerned about bookings now with 2 of them, but we'll keep the get stuck in going. We will demand a little bit more if we can. We've had a lot of the ball, but we haven't done that much with it. But so far, so good, you have to say here. And I think the halftime team talk has maybe got to be things are going well. You're capable of better. City's having a poor day. So we do need to bear that in mind as well. But I think, yeah, you've played well. There's still room for improvement. I think I like that. Milo, you've just been poor, mate. Anybody else here? Let's have a look here. Sean Lunt. We'll say 6.6 is not really what we want. Our young left... He's only had 1 sub appearance this year. I've really, really underused him. That's not good for his development. Which is silly. Let's just tell these 2 before I forget. Don't get yourselves booked off, boys. You need to... Booked off? Sent off. You need to do a little bit better. These guys here, you can see a lot of the match ratings aren't great. So I think the team talk was... Hopefully it'll prove to be the right one. We'll get back out there. I wanted to make a change. Hampton's on a hat-trick, isn't he? That makes it difficult to take him off. We'll give him a little bit of time here to see if he can get the hat-trick, and then we'll look to bring Terry Cook on. Cross in. Is that Turpie again with another good header? Goes to shut him down. Is hopefully somebody... Nobody's there in the centre of defence. Somebody had to go and cover. Turpie, I don't think, did the wrong thing. It's right after the break. It's such a disappointing time to concede a goal, isn't it? With less than a minute. Early goals at the start of each half, and is that just a sign of just maybe, inexperienced players? Did Turpie need to chase him all the way out there? You could ask that question, but we just left them, didn't we? We weren't paying attention to the ball coming back in. I tell you what, Milo's actually having quite a poor game, and I'm tempted to say we might take him off here. We could play Gustavo out there, I guess. Milo now with the throw. Lookman's in some space. He finds Zamora in space. He shifts it over to Verstrade. Come on, Zamora. What's he got? He's been classed so far. Has he got another stroke of genius in him? That's a good ball for Milo. Can Milo pull it back? Oh, was that Hampson's chance for a hat-trick there? Ball forwards. It's picked up by Turpie. Crossfield. Hopefully there's no one there. Lunt picks it up. Nicely done for Verstrate. What's he going to do here? A little bit of space to run into. He goes... Oh, Hampson! Oh, Hampson does get his hat-trick. It's another stunning finish from the youngster. And his 8th goal of the year. And I'm tempted to leave him on, but it's in the hour mark. We will bring Terry Cook on. He is on a booking as well, so it probably is a sensible thing to do. You know what else we might do? Richarlison for Wilson. He's not having his best game, and he's on a booking. Oh, excuse me. I'll try and hopefully I'll mute that out in editing as I choke to death on my excitement. Good run from Verstrade, wasn't it? A stunning pass, and look at that finish from Aaron Hampson. Hat-trick hero on the final day, gives us the lead back. Excellent stuff, and let's just give I wanted to give them a concentrate. Have we waited too long? Oh, it's off the line, it's off the post, it's off everything. It scrambles in there. Zamora gets it clear, and no, highlight still continues. We're riding our luck here. A lot of space out there for that winger. Leon Bailey, that's not going to get anywhere near the goal. And we've just about managed to survive. But that's all right. You've only just got to survive, don't you? That's absolutely fine. We haven't seen much of Manning, but that's okay as well because, he's just a youngster. Malot's not having a good day. We're going to bring Gustavo on. He can play out there. So we'll just get rid of what's looking a little bit of a liability. That does, of course, mean we're stuck with this formation now to the end. Let's give him some praise. See if we can fire him up a little bit here. We're coming towards the end here. Let's sit these fullbacks back ever so slightly. We don't need them bombing on quite as much anymore. I tell you what, look at Zamora. Zamora's had a game, hasn't he? Excellent stuff from him. From the corner, can we get another goal? It's headed away. It's Lookman. Lookman for Turpie. Put your foot through it, son. For Lookman again. Can we go? Look out wide. Lunt retreating. Somehow found the ball at his feet. Zamora dinks across in. It's headed away. Oh, are we going to get caught out here? We've got a lot of men forward and City have the ball and they're streaming forward. Can we get a tackle in here somewhere? Can we go? Oh, there's a man over. And in the 87th minute, we've thrown it all away. Boys. Do we sit? Let's get the fullbacks going again. Let's try and win this. It would be a shame to lose it, but let's try and win it. Were the changes a mistake? I mean, we brought on good players, so I don't necessarily think so. The only one is taking Hampson off, but I did want to give Terry Cook a run out. He's on 9 goals for the year, so it would be nice to see if he could get his double. We've just been caught out there, haven't we? I don't know that there's much we could have done. That's Gustavo. Could Gustavo have been closer to his man? He got sucked in a little bit, but I don't know that there's much he could have done. It was an awkward situation, wasn't it? We do come straight back. All right. Is there another goal in this game for us yet? Hopefully, if there is a goal in this game, it is an Everton goal and not a Manchester City goal. Here we go with Lookman. Lookman puts his foot through one. Could he have maybe just threaded a ball through there for Richarlison? That's the question I have, but we'll never know. Zamora. He has been wonderful this game. He's been everywhere. Here we go, back to Lunt. All the way back to Stevens in goal. That's fine. Something sensible here, please, mate. It's a decent ball out there, actually. Gustavo on the right. That's not the best pass, but he gets away with it. Davies for Lookman. Look at the man going through the middle. Oh, was there a better pass there? It's another stunning ball from Zamora. Verstrade. Oh, and it's been ricocheted out. And no, we're not going to get sucker punched again here, are we? Surely not. Oh, we are. That is just cruel. It's just cruel. We'll push forward. Moise Kean, and yeah, we've just overcommitted players forward, and we couldn't get back quick enough. And I don't think we deserve this. I mean, it's been a fun game for the last game of the season. It's a shame to lose at home to Goodison. There's still a minute to go here. Maybe we could go and nick a late equaliser, get it back to 4-4. But I think the kids have actually done okay for them. I mean, it's not a full team of kids. I did sort of go with more experienced midfielders, but I think we've done okay considering. Here we go with Terry Cook. Is there one last moment this season for us? It's another good. No, it's not quite a good ball. It's just a little overhit, and that unfortunately should be that. So we end what has been otherwise a pretty good league season. A little bit disappointing in Europe. I should say Inter Milan actually went on and made the final. They're playing Chelsea. No, they beat Chelsea. Sorry, in the semi-final 4-1. So we didn't go out to a bad team. Should I have taken Hampson off? I mean, in hindsight, possibly not. But look at that. 2 late goals. 2 goals at the start of each half and then 2 late goals. We just didn't concentrate, did we, all the way to the end? Was that disappointing? I guess it was. So Manchester City triumph in goal bonanza. It was a good last day game of the season. It's just a shame we didn't get the result. Aaron Hampson was an absolute star. And in hindsight, I maybe shouldn't have taken him off, as I said. But that is what it is. Almost 46 million in the bank. Squad bonus paid out as well. We have a quick check of the finances coming into the off-season here where Stuart Webber, that's way too much money for Stuart Webber to have. I'm sorry. That really does make me nervous. I wonder if I can buy a new stadium or something just to try and lower the balance for him. But anyway, guys, that's the season. If we have a look at the final league table, there it is there. Liverpool was second, 4 points behind us in the end. Arsenal and Manchester City get into Europe. It's Chelsea and United that miss out. And it was Leicester that went down in the end. That's maybe a surprise. I wonder if we can... Is there any players there worth snagging? Although, it's not really up to me now, is it? I wonder if we can just maybe nudge Mr. Webber in some of the direction of these players. Anyway, guys, that is it for this season. Wait right there, though, because we have our end of season awards. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 2025 Everton End of Season Awards! Oh, thank you everybody, thank you. Oh, what a season it's been. What a season it's been. We are Premier League champions yet again. Add that to our under-23 and under-18 triumphs, and it has been a clean sweep for Everton in English football, and we can be so proud of that as a club. And I think the only way tonight, and it is going to be a great night as we honour the best players amongst us, but the only way to begin is just a general round of applause for Everton FC as a club. Well done everybody, top to bottom, well done. And the first award tonight is the Golden Card, awarded to the player with the worst discipline, and this year, hard earned with 6 yellow cards, it's Loic Milo. Next up, it's the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion. And this year, and I think he won it last year as well, with 92%, Mr. Reliable in midfield, it's Sander Berg. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the man who feeds the strikers, the man with the most assists. And this year, with 8 assists, it is Richarlison. Now it's time for the Golden Anchor, awarded to that player that we can rely on, the player with the highest average match rating. And this year, with 7.49, it's a stunning year for our left back, Josh Tymon. The next award is the Golden Soother, awarded to the baby of the team, the best young player. And this year he had a stunning year, really reliable. Very happy with his performances. At right back, it's Loic Milo. Rapidly drawing to an end of the evening now, and it's time for one of the big ones. It's the Golden Boot, awarded to this season's top goal scorer. And with 17 goals, he's had a really good year. It's Michael Schweinsteiger. Okay, now before we get to the big one and announce this year's player of the season as voted by you, the fans, it is only right we take a minute to acknowledge this year's team of the season. If you direct your eyes up to the board there, you will see that the goalkeeper is Lafont. The back four is Tymon, Luis Felipe, Stark, and Milo. The midfield duo are Canente and Zamora, and brilliant they've been all year as well. The wingers are Richarlison and Rafinha. The number 10 is Vlasic, and the striker is none other than Michael Schweinsteiger. Well done, boys. Cracking season by all. Highly deserved. And now it's time for the big one. This year's Player of the Year for Everton, as voted by you, the fans. Now, I'm glad this isn't a manager award, because to be honest, I have no idea who I would give it to this year. We have had 20 players, I think, deserving of this honour. But there can only be one, and it was up to you, the fans. And with 44% of the vote, it's perhaps going to be a surprise to some. It's Nicholas Stark. Well done, mate. So there we go. That is the awards done and done for another year. Congratulations to Nick and the rest of the winners. They all have well and truly deserved that honour. So that's it for tonight. I hope you have had a good evening. Thank you to you in the auditorium. Thank you to you watching at home. And I look forward to seeing everybody back at Goodison next season, where we look to retain our Premier League title for a 3rd straight year and finally get that 2nd Champions League crown. Enjoy your night, everybody. Thanks for coming. So there we go, the end of season awards done for another year, and Nick Stark, surprisingly I think, for me anyway, was player of the year, ahead of Loic Milo with 23% and Luis Felipe with 20%. Apparently we loved a defender this year. Nick Vlasic got the goal of the season. We'll be back to that in just a second. Young player of the year was Loic Milo. There was no golden pen, no signing of the year this year. And I don't know if that's because I didn't sign anybody, or if that's because Stuart Webber didn't sign any good players. I suspect maybe the second. But I think Kai Havertz should have got a mention, but the other signings he's made have been pretty rubbish. Top goal scorer was Michael Schweinsteiger with 17 goals. Josh Tymon was the golden anchor for highest match average rating with 7.49. Most assists, it was a tie between Richarlison and Tymon. Richarlison got it on less appearances, so that's why he got the award on the night. Sander Berg, he's a passing machine, isn't he? 92%. What an effort from him. Player of the match awards, we don't give it on the night. Rafinha, I thought he was disappointing this year overall, but when he's good, and he got 6 Man of the Match awards. 6 yellow cards to Milo was enough to get the golden card, as there were no sendings off this year, and you can see our team of the year there. I don't think there's too many surprises there. I think it's just very, very difficult to argue. Now, a few other things to catch you up on here in terms of awards. If we just quickly scroll back here, here we go. We absolutely cleaned up in the English Footballer of the Year awards. Stark also won the English Footballer of the Year award. Now, I didn't think he was that good this year. Let's have a quick look at his thing here. 7.48 overall. I mean, he was good, wasn't he? So maybe he was just a quiet achiever. I certainly didn't see it coming. Certainly not Footballer of the Year as well. He also won Players Player of the Year. So well done to him on that one. Milo was a Young Player of the Year again. Excellent job. Well done there. Premier League Goal of the Season. Nikola Vlasic, the same goal that won it for us, obviously. So it was an absolute stunning goal, and you will see that in just a second. I won Manager of the Year. Hooray for me. Players in Team of the Year, you can see Lafont in goal, and then Milo, Stark, and Luis Felipe in the back four there. Apparently we're good at defending. We don't have so much going forward. So that was the end of season awards for Premier League, which I was really happy with how we did there. End of season review, you can see we lost in the Champions League quarter-final against Inter. That was really disappointing. We won the Premier League. We lost in the 4th round of the FA Cup against Derby. That was disappointing. The 3rd round, I think that was a brave defeat, if I remember correctly, against Manchester City. But I think they've beaten us 3 times this year, and that's really disappointing. If I'm honest, we won the Community Shield. Not that really meant anything. Match of the season, the absolute demolition of Liverpool, 4-0, when I think they were down to 9 men at the end of that one too, weren't they? Moment to forget, our away loss to Manchester City. That is, of course, the one that killed off the unbeaten run this season. Goodison was 100% full all year. Well done, Everton fans. It's time to expand the stadium, though, I think. We might have a go at that in the off-season. Players used 35. It's the Aussie Villain Trophy, of course, most in the Premier League. Anything else we want to have a look here? The side of 2018, where are they now? I'll leave this up here for you if you want to have a quick look. If you're wondering where Tim Cahill is, he's still very, very much part of our coaching staff. A good coach he's developed into as well. So there we go. That's where Tim Cahill ended up. But you can see everybody else there. If you want, if you're wondering why he's still at the club. Digne, we know where he went. Anybody else that's sort of an old boy here? Andre Gomez is at Kiev. Gilfy is in Russia. Sank the Tank is at Burnley. We've come up against him once or twice. Keane is still at Swansea. Schneiderlin is at John Book Motors. He's off in South. How old is Schneiderlin now? He must be ancient. 35. He's not that old. Idrissa Gay is still going as well, and Walcott he's retired. So there's Theo Walcott and Seamus Coleman. Now we sold him to Inter Milan. He is also retired. He is now a coach as well. Not a shocking coach actually, considering he's only a C license. Yeah, he's not the worst. But anyway, that is it for this episode. You can see the morale there as well. But it all comes back now to this goal of the season. Now, the way this works is that there will be that goal, and then 3 others I deem worthy of goal of the season at the end of this little compilation. There'll be an eye at the end of the video up there. Click on that to vote for your favourite. But before we get to that, there's a couple of other goals. Not maybe goal of the season, but definitely worth a second look. Let's have a look at some honourable mentions. I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time for a summer transfer special featuring Stuart Webber and his insane contracts. That's all for next time, though, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. here are our top 4 goals from the 24-25 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.